was delicious. Those were some seriously fresh vegetables, too.
Yeah, nothing beats food made from local ingredients.
I quite enjoyed the rye bread myself.
I suppose this whole field study thing isn't so bad when you take the menu into account. I wonder what the others in Group B are doing right now.
Somehow, I doubt they're sitting around a table and talking like we are.
That would certainly be a shock if they were. I can't help but question what exactly Class 7's purpose is, though. Instructor Sarah says it's about Arcus, but I don't think that's the only reason we've been brought together.
I'm certain it's not. If that were all, today's field study tasks would serve little purpose.
It seems as though she's trying to make us experience, I don't know, things. Like all kinds of things, big and small. What I can't wrap my head around, though, is why.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to put everything in its place, why don't you just go with the flow for a change? It seems like you're desperately trying to find something. But if you don't plant yourself somewhere, you're just gonna blow away with the next big gust that comes along.
What do we have to offer one another, when our reasons for enrolling in Thor's in the first place are undoubtedly very different?
Our reasons?
I hadn't considered that.
My reason for enrolling was quite simple. I aim to come ever closer to my goal. Or, rather, to the person whom I regard as such.
Who's that?
This is neither the time nor the place to discuss such matters. Best to save that topic for another day. What about you, Elisa? Why did you enroll at the academy?
There's no one single reason, but I think I just wanted to assert my independence. I mean, my situation back at home isn't exactly ideal, and this seemed like a good way to get out and do more, I guess.
I see.
It sounds like I'm probably in the minority then. See, I wasn't intending on coming here at all originally. I wanted to do something completely different.
You did?
Oh yeah, you said you were really hoping you'd get into a music academy, right?
Oh?
Well, I wasn't that serious about it or anything. What about you, Rean? You're the last holdout, and since you're the one who brought it up, it's only fair you answer the question too.
Me? I wanted to find myself, I guess.
Find yourself?
Huh?
Sorry. That makes it sound like a much bigger deal than it actually is. That's the best way I can think of to put it, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Going on a journey of self-discovery? It's actually a pretty cool answer.
Yeah, I had no idea you were such a romanticist. You sure don't come across as one.
I shouldn't have said anything.
But we're not actually going to sleep yet, are we? Not until we write our reports for the day.
I want to shut off my brain so badly right now, but it doesn't look like that's happening anytime soon.
She seems to have forgotten all about the room situation, and I'm not about to remind her.
Rean? I was unsure whether to ask or not, but I've decided that this question bears answering. Why have you chosen to hold back?
What?
Your sword style and technique. It is the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade school, is it not? Popularized by the sword hermit, Yun Ka-Fai, it combines the best elements of other Eastern sword styles. Those who master any of its forms are referred to as a divine blade, and are said to understand the true nature of all things.
You certainly know an awful lot about it. I didn't think it was particularly renowned here in the Empire.
We of the Arcade School consider the studying of other swordsmanship styles to be an essential part of our training. In addition, my father once told me, if you follow the path of the sword, It is only a matter of time before you encounter a follower of the Eight Leaves.
Your father said that? It's an honor to be acknowledged by the Radiant Blade Master himself. I'm nothing special, though. I'm just a dropout who's never even been able to progress past beginner level. I did train under Master Ka-Fi for a while, but I started to feel like I couldn't go any further with my abilities, and he cut my training short.
What?
So I'm really not holding back. Honest. I actually kind of feel like I'm dirtying the good name of the Eight Leaf School, but this is my limit. I'm sorry I can't quite live up to your expectation. Laura?
You have no reason to apologize to me. This is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. Though I'll admit to some disappointment. I was hoping you'd prove to be a good sparring partner. I'm going to practice outside for a bit. Please go and finish your report with Elisa and Elliot.
There's a lot he doesn't want to talk about, huh? I can see in his eyes sometimes that he's bottling something up and trying really hard to keep anyone else from noticing.
You've noticed it too? You sure have taken quite an interest in him.
I was just trying to work out the best time to apologize, that's all. It's not like I've been consciously paying attention to him or anything, honestly.
Rean's not the only one bottling up his feelings, though, is he? You've been doing the same thing.
Yeah, I guess I have.
Drinks are on me someday.
Way to go, Elliot. Onward to the west. There's the schlub. He's already completely blitzed. I don't think this is the man we're looking for. I think he'd have trouble pulling off a robbery. Sir, are you alright? We can help you back home if you'd like. Shut up! Leave me alone! I'm just a good-for-nothing who just lost his job. Looking after that nature park worked my whole life. Nature park? You kids ain't heard of it? Luminaria Nature Park. It's the northwest of here. I asked her to be the park ranger for the old dump. And then you lost your job. Yeah, out of nowhere too. I gave him my life for that job and I did him. And he just came in, took it all from me. The damned official just shut out of nowhere and told me I was sacked. Yes, we can see that. Something about this doesn't sound right. I agree. It hardly seems fair to take a man's job away from him without good reason. Kids? You don't think they could have been the nature park? I wouldn't even have considered it. But a park would no doubt provide a large enough area. It fits perfectly. Yeah, there'd be no trouble stashing the merchandise there undetected. Lock the entrance, leave a couple of lookouts, and no one would suspect a thing for a long time. And if the provincial official was the one to tell him he was fired, that's practically a smoking gun. I would suggest you start trying to sober yourself up instead. There's a good chance we may be able to recover both your park and your job. We know our next stop. As soon as we're fully prepared, let's head off to Luminaria Nature Park. Right. Okay, I'm gonna go to West Highway to pick up a book.
We should take a right here to reach the nature park.
Right. Let's go.
Run away!
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Right!
My turn.
It's my turn.
Is everybody okay?
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Go.
I can do this.
My turn!
Right! Is everybody okay?
My turn.
Right!
I've got this.
I mean, best to rely on a higher power. He's at it again. The tragic heroin act. Shit.
My turn.
There we go. Over there.
A worthy adversary.
Here we go! Arcus, activate.
Right. Turn to flames. Burn! Now!
An opening!
Ha!
Of course. Hi!
All right, let's keep going.
Right!
And that's pretty much it. Yeah, alright. Wish I had the motorcycle or a horse. That's not really until the second one.
Luminaria Park, huh? Seems less like a park and more like a forest.
Yeah, it really does feel a little out of place sitting smack dab in the middle of farmland as far as the eye can see.
It may have had some religious significance in ages past. Perhaps it was a place where the animists of ancient times chose to enshrine the spirits of the forest. And there's a place much like that in my hometown.
Yeah, there's one in mine too.
That park ranger made it sound like there would be people here. If they really are the culprits, maybe they've run away all...
This woodland is too dense to reliably intuit whether anyone awaits within.
Yeah.
What's this?
It's...
a bracelet?
How did a bracelet come to be in a place such as this?
Just as I thought. This bracelet has the same design on it as the ones that the merchant from the capital was planning on selling.
Really?
You're sure?
Positive. There's not a doubt in my mind that it was designed by the same person. Care to give a second opinion on that, Laura?
I'm hardly qualified to weigh in on recent trends, but there do seem to be a number of similarities between this bracelet and the merchant's goods.
So the fact that it's here means...
Yeah. It's extremely likely the culprits we're looking for are inside this park.
Sure seems that way to me.
It only opens from the inside. I suppose that leaves us little choice.
Are you going to destroy it?
Will you be able to?
The lock seems quite solid, but my sword should be strong enough to...
Wait. I'll do it. I can get it done more quietly.
Oh?
Really?
What are you going to do?
The 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School's 4th form. Autumn Leaf Cutter.
Seriously?
Wow! You cut it right in two!
Almost like a shonen protagonist.
I did.
Except less yelling.
Spectacular. It's an honor bearing witness to one of the skills of the 8 Leaves School.
Thanks, but I'm still more or less a beginner.
Until the second one and the third one.
Anyway, we don't have much time left. Let's head inside and see if we can find them.
Right. We need to find them before the sun starts to set.
Looks like we can still make it after all.
Excellent. Come then, we must make haste.
Get this chest. Gonna save very quickly. Okay, chest. I gotta get the chest.
There's tons of little stone monuments in here.
Yeah, what do you think they're supposed to be?
I imagine they were made by the animists in this province.
Now's our chance. Let's get him. Go.
Right! Huh?
Right! Fire!
My turn!
Oh, we did it!
Come on then!
Go.
Okay, got that information.
I can do this. All right, let's keep on moving. It's my turn.
Is that a treasure chest?
Bullseye. Alright. That boss fight is gonna have to revolve around me using a citrus bottle or whatever.
That looks like a tough one. Be careful!
Watch out. This is a tough one. My turn.
Yep.
Second form. Gale.
One hit.
Okay, it's safe for now.
My turn!
Oh, there's a stream here. This seems like a nice spot.
Oh, a treasure chest!
That looks like a tough one. Be
Watch out. This is a tough one.
Right! No escape! Evil will fall before my blade.
Oh, a treasure chest!
course.
Yeah. Celestial.
Go!
Now's our chance. We can do this.
My turn!
It's my turn.
Right. Hey! We should keep going.
Wow. All right.
Just how deep does this forest go?
We must be pretty far in now. I'd imagine we're almost there.
You would imagine right, Laura.
Is that a treasure chest?
Come on then.
My turn.
My turn! Burn to ash!
I can do this.
God
Surge
style.
of flames. Burn!
My turn. Shining darkness. Nocturne bell.
My turn. You still have a lot of training to do.
Way to go, Elliot.
The advantage is ours.
My turn!
Trash Panda.
It's my turn.
Of course. Huh?
My turn. All right, let's keep going.
Is that a treasure chest?
Okay.
Oh hey, there's an orbment charging station.
We must be in the most remote reaches of the park.
There they are.
Not bad for a night's work.
Punk
Those
asses.
idiots don't withdraw that petition, we'll be able to make even more.
Don't get carried away now. We get a reward for all this anyway. We're making out just fine as it is.
Still, who were those guys? The provincial army seemed happy to go out of their way for them.
No idea. But then, I can never figure out what that man's thinking. None of our business either. We just need to be ready to abandon this place at a moment's notice.
You're not going anywhere.
What?
Not while we meddling kids are gonna be interfering.
Students?
I know I locked the gate.
Don't tell me you broke in.
Indeed, we did.
It looks like the stolen goods are all here too.
We caught you red-handed.
Let's take them out.
They're just kids. They should be no match for us.
Since we're all alone out here, ain't nobody gonna see a thing.
Hope you're ready for the beating of your lives.
I highly doubt we'll be the ones to endure a beating here today.
As long as we make good use of the Arcus's combat links.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance.
Here we go.
And you know, being higher levels.
We have nothing to fear.
My turn.
Right.
My turn.
My turn! Is everybody okay?
And having higher equipment too. That helps.
Oh, this has got to be some kind of joke. They're kids.
How pitiful. That barely even qualifies as a warm-up.
Well, when you're used to Instructor Sarah's training exercises, warm-ups take on a whole new meaning.
That's very true.
Bottom line, we won. Fair and square. I'd suggest you surrender yourselves and apologize to everyone in the Grand Market for all the trouble you've caused.
And we'll be returning those stolen goods to their rightful owners, too.
We would also be very interested to learn who hired you.
You must be out of your damned minds if you really think you've won.
Elliot?
What's wrong?
I don't know. I just thought I heard the sound of a flute.
Oh boy.
What was that?
It sounded like the cry of an enormous beast.
What's happening?
It's coming this way.
Whoa, big boy. It's King Kong!
Help!
A giant baboon?
It's huge!
Voids.
I believe we're dealing with the ruler of this forest. What would you suggest, Rean?
Well, they may be thieves, but we can't just leave them to die. We're going to have to fight it.
Understood.
All right.
Idios, help us! This looks tough. Careful!
Go!
Okay.
Burn to ash! Ha!
I can do this. Light! Rain upon us!
Right! Huh?
My turn! Go!
I'll take you up!
My turn! Hey! Off guard!
I've got you!
Right! Let's go!
Go!
It's my turn. Now! Time to finish this!
Understood!
Okay!
That's the last of them. Good work, everyone.
Hair flip.
That was kind of terrifying.
I thought we were done for.
Still, at least we were able to defeat it. Rean, what was that skill you just performed?
Oh, it was something I've been working on for a while. This was the first chance I had to put it through its paces, though. I definitely feel like I'm getting the hang of it now.
I see.
You really are amazing, Rean.
Yeah, you're always there to help us when we need it most.
No, that's not true. There's really only so much I can do on my own. We wouldn't have been able to defeat that thing if we hadn't all been working together as a team.
Oh god, here comes the speech.
This was a victory for Group A as a whole.
Well said.
Indeed.
Unbelievable.
What are these kids even doing here?
That bastard. This wasn't supposed to happen.
Who are you talking about?
What?
Uh-oh.
It seems we have some unwelcome guests.
There they are!
And they're not alone.
Put your hands in the air! Don't try to resist.
Why are you surrounding us and not them?
Keep your mouth shut!
Don't think we're gonna go easy on you just because you're students.
Looks like all your hard work was for nothing, huh? Sucks to be you.
That's what she said.
They're not even trying to hide their involvement.
Utterly shameless.
You're jumping to an awful lot of conclusions. I see two groups of people and a collection of stolen goods, but no indication of which group is responsible. Do you have any way to prove that the four of you aren't the...
What? Do you intend to frame us?
This is preposterous!
I'm just telling you that you need to mind your own business and learn your... The Kreuzin province is... And I will not have a gaggle of bratty students poking their noses where they don't belong. You will back down now, or we'll be more than happy to arrest you right here and drag you to Berea City, kicking...
Damn.
This is ridiculous.
I'm afraid you'll be doing no such thing.
What?
Who's there? Oh!
RMP.
It's...
The Railway Military Police.
Railway Military Police?
Yeah, the RMP.
They're supposed to be the most elite unit in the whole of the Imperial Army.
Claire, Queen of the Butts.
The Icy Maiden.
Why has one of the Chancellor's dogs come here?
What is the meaning of this? This area is under the jurisdiction of the Kreuzin Provincial Army. The Imperial Army has no right to intervene.
With all due respect, Keldic is a major interchange station in our railway network. So in point of fact, we have every right to investigate any incidents that occur in this general vicinity, as I'm sure you well know. And in accordance with our investigation thus far, after having questioned all those connected to the incident, we have concluded that it is impossible for any of these students to be guilty of these crimes. Do you wish to contest this judgment?
I suppose not.
Well then, may I suggest you leave us to do our jobs? The RMP will take responsibility for returning all of the stolen goods to their rightful owners as well.
Men, withdraw! We're returning to Keldic!
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
You've got to be kidding me! We had a deal!
Take them into custody.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, crap. Totally boned.
There's no point in resisting.
You're coming with us.
Damned Iron Blood dog.
She's really pretty.
Is she really part of the RMP?
Thank you all very much for your assistance.
Claire.
My name is Captain Claire Revelt of the Railway Military Police. We're a division of the Imperial Army. And you are the visiting students from Thor's Military Academy, are you not? I'll need to file a report about what happened here. So would the four of you mind accompanying me?
The Little Miss Major, as Sarah would put it. I'm just glad we were able to help. Of course, main characters. Besides, it was only thanks to RMP's involvement that we were able to catch the culprits in the end. Oh, there's no need to be so modest. All we did was physically arrest the culprits. The rest was entirely on you. If not for your assistance in stopping the criminals from escaping, we would have missed our chance to intervene altogether. I believe the credit for this achievement is yours, and yours alone. all this attention is kind of embarrassing. Still, I suppose it would be rude not to accept your thanks. Of course, I'm intending to leave a number of our soldiers here for the time being. Rest assured I will take care of any further problems that may arise. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Thank you for your cooperation with our report. I'm sorry to take up so much of your time. Oh, no, not at all. And, we really appreciate you coming to our aid like that. Oh, there's no need to thank me, really. In fact, the more I think about it, the more I regret having stepped in at all. Overcoming such an impossible situation was probably meant to be part of your field studies, too. To build character, perhaps. What?
Yeah, I may be good, but I'm not that good.
Oh! Instructor?
I was wondering when you'd show up.
Like a blast of wind.
It's been a while, Sarah.
Library!
That it has. 6 months, give or take? Honestly, I had no idea you RMP folks were gonna get involved with this. I suppose you had everything that was happening here figured out all along.
You overestimate my abilities.
Oh, she is so sexy.
I did receive a report that suggested there might be trouble here, but that's it.
Oh, from your brother, I take it. Nothing gets past you lot.
We're just trying to make sure we're prepared to deal with any problems that might arise.
More will be revealed in the second game about them and Ironbloods, more or less.
But I'm sorry to say I don't have any more time to catch up with you right now. I really need to be taking my leave.
Especially in the third game, which I've already beaten, so... twice.
I wish all the best to you and the rest of Class 7.
Ah.
She don't got the booty, though, in this. In the next game and the third, yeah, it's pretty prominent, so that she's very curvy. Was she really part of the military? She sure didn't seem it. Her movements and actions, however, were those of a skilled officer. Highly skilled. Yeah, and the rest of the railway military police seemed really well trained too. You know her, instructor? You could say that. Anyway, it looks like you've managed to finish up all your tasks I laid out for you. So I think it's about time we take our leave of this place too. Understood. We will. Thank you for everything.
She's asleep again.
You don't think she's faking it, do you?
No. Judging by her breathing, I believe she really is asleep.
Well, it sounds like Group B turned out to be a complete disaster. If she had to deal with them, then come back here on the same day, I'll bet she's totally spent.
Yeah, good point. Anyone would be exhausted trying to sort that out.
It's hard to imagine her actually working hard, though, considering her usual attitude.
It does seem as though she's genuinely looking out for us, however.
So, this is how our first field study trip comes to an end, huh? I think I might have an idea now as to why we're here, though.
I had the same thought. Testing the Arcus is clearly a big reason for coming here, but it's not the only reason. I think it has more to do with making sure we see everything that's going on with our own eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Learning more about places in Erebonia we've only read about in books, and getting to see the issues occurring in those regions firsthand, just like in Celtic.
Sadly, some of this shit actually reflects in real life.
Indeed. And just as we thought and acted swiftly in the face of crisis this
Except
time,
minus
so too may
having
we be called
swords,
upon to do
magic,
so
and all that
again.
shit. This is pretty much a very strong game to play.
These field studies may aim to test and cultivate those skills in preparation for our futures.
Exactly. Add to that good judgment, decisiveness, and general conduct, and I'd say we have a pretty clear picture as to why we're out in the field. Basically, we're training everywhere we go.
Well, you're about half right.
Instructor.
I was so certain you were sound asleep.
What can I say? I can nod off and back on again in the blink of an eye. It's what I do.
It really is.
As you rightly noted, having first-hand knowledge of the areas to which you might be deployed is of tremendous importance, as is the ability to make swift, accurate judgments and solve problems with or without orders. Developing all these skills to their fullest is definitely a major part of why you're undertaking these field studies.
Just as I thought.
It's an interesting approach, but honestly, I've never heard of any other military academy trying it.
You say we're only half right, however. Which begs the question, what's the rest of the story?
Is something wrong?
Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking about what we did during our field study and why we were doing it. The whole concept seems eerily similar to the MO of bracers.
Now that you mention it...
The Bracer Guild prides itself on protecting civilians over all else, so it seems an unusual source of inspiration for a military academy. But the tasks we were given in Keldic do seem to align themselves quite well with the Bracer's basic philosophy.
Yeah, I guess so. Their emblem depicts a supporting gauntlet, and that's pretty much exactly what we've been for these people. Bracers still have branches all over the continent, but you hardly ever see them in Erebonia anymore.
Well, you got me. Which means...
How are we ever supposed to take her seriously when she says things like that and conspicuously falls asleep?
Well, whether or not we did in fact get her, it still seems like bracers are somehow related to our activities here.
Not that Instructor Sarah is likely to come clean about our involvement anytime soon. I suppose until she does, all we can do is prepare ourselves in body and mind for our next field study.
Yeah.
Is there something else bothering you?
Oh, no. It's just, well, we've been in the same class for a month now, and this whole time I've been kind of keeping you in the dark.
What do you mean?
You aren't referring to the issue regarding your swordsmanship, I take it?
No, it's not that. It's something I've been hiding from you all this time, regarding my social class.
What?
Are you saying your family...
Yeah, I dodged the question when Machias asked, but technically I come from a family of nobles. My hometown is Ymir, in the northern mountains. I'm the son of its ruler, Baron Schwarzer.
You're from Ymir?
Schwarzer. Now that you mention it, I have heard the name before. An honorable family, closely tied with the imperial family themselves, despite being headed by a mere baron.
I never would have imagined you might be the son of a noble too.
I wouldn't have expected you to. I don't act like one. My dad and mom are both quite easygoing individuals. They don't behave like your typical nobles at all. And technically, since I was adopted, I don't have any actual noble blood running through me. I'm upper class in name only.
So, you...
Sounds like you've got your own issues to deal with, just like the rest of us, huh?
I don't think of it as a big deal, and I don't want you to think of it as one either. I just didn't want to keep it a secret any longer. After everything we've been through these past few days, I owe you guys that much. I mean, you're all going to be a major part of my life from here on out. It's only fair to share as much as I can with you, right?
In more ways than one.
I don't know what to say.
You consider us to be major parts of your life?
Honestly, has anyone ever told you that you can be way too serious sometimes? Just be sure you reveal your true identity to the others when we get back, too.
Oh, I intend to.
Youth. Still, even discounting the strangely perfect timing of the railway military police, that ruler of the forest they ran into in the nature park. Seems to be a harbinger of something big happening behind the scenes.
Of course.
I must admit, I wasn't expecting the Icy Maiden to show up when she did. We may need to adjust our plans to compensate for this interference.
That won't be necessary. This was not a significant setback. If anything, it provided an unexpected bonus, giving us a valuable glimpse into the means through which the RMP and Intelligence Division coordinate their efforts. With both organizations posing sizable threats to our operation, that information alone makes this all worthwhile.
A valid point. Should we proceed as planned, then?
Of course. The tyrant must yet face the merciless hammer of judgment.
Yes. May his lofty ambitions be crushed to dust and swept away.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you. Keep up the good work. Perfect! You guys are the best!
Alright, until next time. Bye.